Hola Year 8 and welcome to your Spanish lesson. And today you're looking at los tiempos verbales, so the presente, pasado y futuro. So you're looking at different tenses, the present tense, the past tense and the future tense. Here's a list of the equipment you will need for today's lesson. You will need the exercise book the school gave you, your knowledge organiser from Module 6, which has a link on class charts which can be opened on a tab, a pen, and also wordreference.com, the online dictionary, can be opened in a web browser on a tab. Pause to get that ready now. Please remember to email me if you've got any questions about any of the activities in today's lesson with Miss Piazza, and here's my email address. Please also remember to submit a photo of your work onto class charts at the end of the lesson, or if you can't do it then definitely within 2 days of the lesson in order to get a well-deserved achievement point. Gracias. So, as I mentioned at the start of this video, your objective today, objetivo, is to practice using 3 tenses all together. So for your do now, I want you to write today's date and title, which is los tiempos verbales, presente, pasado y futuro. And then I want you to complete the do now task, which is to conjugate the 3 verbs below into the near future tense. And you singular going to swim is done for you. Tú vas a nadar. Pause to do all of that now and press play to check your answers. Gracias. Muy bien, chicos. Let's check your answers now. So we're looking at the verb to swim first of all. We're going to say you are going to swim. Yo voy a nadar. Tú vas a nadar. Él, ella va a nadar. Nosotros vamos a nadar. Vosotros vais a nadar. Y ellos, ellas van a nadar. Now let's look at beber. Yo voy a beber. Tú vas a beber. Él, ella va a beber. Nosotros vamos a beber. Vosotros vais a beber. Y ellos, ellas van a beber. And let's check the final one. So subir is the last verb, to climb or to go up. Yo voy a subir. Tú vas a subir. Él, ella va a subir. Nosotros vamos a subir. Vosotros vais a subir. And ellos, ellas van a subir. Okay, pause now and check those answers. Once you're done, I'm going to pass you on to Miss Piazza to teach the rest of the lesson. Okay, gracias, chicos. Adios.
Okay, Year 8, so let's have a look at the first activity. So in the last few lessons, we've been working a lot with different tenses, so the present, the past and the future. So what I'd like you to do, please, for this first activity is you can see on the left-hand side you've got conjugated verbs in English. And next to each one, I've given you 3 options in Spanish to choose from that is the translation for that verb. So what you're going to do is you're going to write the English and then choose from the 3 options given to you the correct Spanish and write it next to the English. So if we do the first one together, I play, I've given you jugo, juego and jugué. And the correct one that you're going to choose for I play is juego. So in your books you would write I play equals juego. And you're going to follow that example and complete the rest of these yourselves. Okay, so please pause the video now to complete this task. So, assuming you've finished Year 8, let's go over the answers. You swim singular form is nadas. They eat is comen. I drank past tense is bebí. He, she went out is salió. Remember the accent on the O. They bought is compraron. We went is fuimos. They went up is subieron. He, she visited is visitó. I went, fui. I am going to rest is voy a descansar. Your boy plus your a plus your infinitive. And we are going to eat is vamos a comer. Lovely. Let's move on then to the next activity. Okay, year 8. So for this next activity, you're going to listen to me read each sentence that appears on the slide one by one. And all you're going to do is you're going to write PR in your book for present, P for past and F for future, based on what tense that sentence is in. Okay, so if we do the first one now together. Voy a la playa de la Barceloneta. You would write 1 equals, and you would write PR because that's a present tense sentence. Voy a la playa de la Barceloneta. Now, some of you may have thought, oh, hold on a minute, but it's got voy a. That must be future. Okay, but be careful, there is no infinitive after the a, so it's present tense. Okay, so let's do the next one. Okay, I will give you some time to write down your PR, your P or your F. Okay, so write down number 2. Here we go. You don't need to write the full sentence, just the PR, the P or the F. Here we go. Número 2. Mi familia y yo fuimos a un restaurante. Please write PR, P or F. Número 3. Normalmente mi hermana saca muchas fotos. Please write down what you think that is. Número 4. Mi madre va a tomar el sol en la playa. Please write down what you think that is. Número 5. Mis padres fueron de compras y compraron muchos recuerdos. What tense is that one? Write it down. Número 6. Mi familia y yo vamos a descansar. What tense is this one? Write it down. Número 7. Comimos paella y bebimos limonada. Write down what tense you think that is. Número 8. A veces juego al voleibol en la playa. What tense is that? Please write it down. Lovely. Let's go over the answers now. Oh, one more, sorry. Voy a nadar en el mar. What tense is that? Write it down, please. And now we're going to go over the answers. So the first one we did together, that was present. Número 2 is past. So you wrote down your P because you've got the verb fuimos there that you should recognise. Número 3 is present because you've got the verb saca, which you should also recognise. Número 4 is futuro, future, because you've got your va, a and tomar. Número 5 is pasado, past, because you've got the verbs fueron and compraron. Número 6 is futuro, future, because you've got your vamos, your a, and your infinitive descansar. Número 7 is pasado, past, because you've got the verb comimos and bebimos there. And número 8 is presente, present, because you've got the verb juego. And número 9 is futuro, future, because you've got your boy, a, and your infinitive nadar there. Okay, lovely. Let's move on now to the next activity. Okay, so for this next activity, we're still going to work with those same sentences. We're going to do some verbal translation, okay? So I will say a sentence in English, and you simply need to write the number, not the phrase, just the number that corresponds to what I am saying. So we'll do the first one together. I am going to the Barceloneta beach. So you would write down number 1, because that's the translation in Spanish for what I just said in English. Okay, so pens at the ready. Obviously, I'm going to give you time, listening very carefully to my English, and write down just the number that corresponds to what I'm saying. Okay, here we go. My family and I are going to rest. My family and I are going to rest. Please write down the number. And the number you should have written is 6. 6. Mi familia y yo vamos a descansar. Okay, the next one. I am going to swim in the sea. I am going to swim in the sea. Please write down the number that corresponds to what I just said. Okay, and the correct number is voy a nadar en el mar, number 9. Okay, next one. My family and I went to a restaurant. My family and I went to a restaurant. Please write down the number that corresponds to what I just said. And the correct number there is 2. Mi familia y yo fuimos a un restaurante. And the last one. We ate paella and we drank lemonade. Please write down the number. We ate paella and we drank lemonade. The correct answer there is number 7, 7. Comimos paella y bebimos limonada. Lovely, let's move on now to the next activity. I'd now like you, please, Year 8, to translate these 5 sentences that you can see on the slide from Spanish into English, and I'd like you to write both the Spanish and the English. These phrases are made up of different tenses, so present, past, future, and also different pronouns, so different persons of the verbs. So it's really important that when you're doing this, you're reading the whole sentence before you start translating. Please pause the video now, make sure you write down both the Spanish and the English. Okay, so let's go over the answers. Normalmente mi hermana saca muchas fotos is, normally my sister takes lots of photos. Número 2, mi madre va a tomar el sol en la playa is, my mum is going to sunbathe on the beach. Número 3, mis padres fueron de compras y compraron muchos recuerdos is, my parents went shopping and bought lots of souvenirs. 4. Comimos paella y bebimos limonada is we ate paella and we drank lemonade. And finally, a veces juego al voleibol en la playa is sometimes I play volleyball on the beach. Lovely, let's move on to the next task. Okay, Year 8. Now, for this next activity, we're going to translate from English into Spanish, so it's getting slightly harder now. So what you'll need to do is you'll need to read each of the sentences very carefully and think, firstly, what tense is the sentence in? Is it present, past? What tense is the sentence in? Is it present, past, or future? And also, who is it that's doing the action? What pronoun, which person? I, you, he, she, we, they, okay? And to help you, at the end of each sentence, you will see that I've given you the infinitive of the verb in brackets in capital letters. So I'm just going to underline those now so you can see. There's the infinitive, and that's what you'll have to conjugate according to the tense and according to who is doing the action. Okay, remember you can use all the notes in your books that we've got from previous lessons if you get stuck, and also your knowledge organisers. So let's do the first one together. I visit museums. Well, that's present tense, and it's the I form of the verb visitar in the present tense. So the first one, the correct translation there is visito museos. So please pause the video now. Make sure you write both the English and the Spanish in your book. So pause the video now, please, to complete this task. So assuming you've finished, let's go over the answers. So we went to the Olympic Village. Well, that's the verb ir, which means to go, and we need it in the past tense. So the correct answer there is fuimos a la Villa Olímpica. Number 3, my parents are going to rest. Going to do something implies the future tense, and I'm talking about my parents, so I need the they form in the future tense of the verb descansar. So the correct sentence there is mis padres van a descansar. Your 3 parts there for the future tense. Número 4, my sister took lots of photos. Okay, so took means that's the past tense, and I need the correct conjugation of the verb sacar from he, she, because I'm talking about my sister. So the correct translation there is mi hermana sacó, accent on the O, muchas fotos. Number 5, I am going to eat paella. Okay, so I'm going to, that means it's the future tense. So I need the I form of the verb comer in the future. So the correct sentence there is voy a comer paella. Number 6, my family and I went up the Akbar Tower. So the infinitive there is subir, to go up. I need the we form because I'm talking about my family and I need it in the past tense because I'm saying my family and I went up. So the correct translation there is mi familia y yo mi familia y yo subimos la Torre Akbar. And number 7, we swim in the sea every day. So your verb, your infinitive is nadar. You need that in the we form of the present tense because it's we swim. So the correct translation there is nadamos en el mar todos los días. And finally, number 8, you are all going to watch a football match. The infinitive there is ver, to watch. If I'm saying you are all going to, that means I need the you plural form in the future tense of the verb ver. So the correct translation there is vais a ver un partido de fútbol. Okay, so there are your answers, year 8. If you need to make any corrections, remember you can pause this video as and when you need to. Okay, let's move on to the final activity. Okay, so we're on the final activity for today's lesson. You can see on the slide 5 sentences, and the verbs in these sentences are actually incorrect. So this is a correct the sentences activity. So, like it says on the slide, the conjugated verb highlighted in red is the only part of the phrase which is incorrect. You need to correct these so that they match the time phrase in the sentence. Okay, so if we have a look at the first one, that says, normalmente fuimos a la piscina. So if I translate that into English in my head, that means normally we went to the swimming pool. Well, you can't have the past tense with the time phrase normally. You need to have the present tense. So what you need to change is fuimos, which means we went, to we go. So the correct sentence there would be normalmente vamos a la piscina. So I would like you to do this with the remaining 4 sentences, writing out the correct sentence in your books, okay? So please pause the video now to complete this task. Okay, so assuming you've finished, let's go over the answers. So número 2, ayer voy a descansar en la playa. That translates to yesterday I'm going to rest on the beach. I need that to say yesterday I rested on the beach. So it's an AR verb, so the correct translation, the correct sentence there is ayer descansé en la playa. Número 3, mañana, which you know means tomorrow. That means I need the near future tense. So it can't be comimos. It has to be mañana, because that means we ate comimos. It needs to be tomorrow we are going to eat paella. So the correct sentence there is mañana vamos a comer paella. And número 4, normalmente, you know I need the present tense for that. So normalmente, not I'm going to play, not voy a jugar, but I play. Normalmente juego al fútbol. And número 5, ayer, which means yesterday. I need the she form of the verb. So ayer mi hermana, not she swims, but she swam. So ayer mi hermana nadó, accent on the O, en el mar. Yesterday my sister swam in the sea. Okay, lovely Year 8. So we've come to the end of the lesson today. Thanks for your continued hard work at home. You remember you're all fantastic and you're all doing an amazing job, so keep it up. Can I just remind you now to make sure you upload your work onto class charts, and so I'm now going to leave you with enjoy the rest of your day, and you'll hear from me again next lesson. Adios.